This is gonna be one of the most important lessons if you reference YouTube to build out funnels or build out systems for your business, okay? So today, why copying funnels from YouTube keeps you actually stuck. This training is for service businesses chasing tactics instead of fixing constraints, right? So this is for coaches, consultants, agency owners, and service businesses. So what you will actually learn today in this video, and I want you to watch this video till the end because I actually want to make sense. I want you to watch this to understand, oh, now I understand why I should not be actually copying funnels from YouTube, because there's a lot of actually details go into understanding what makes a great funnel. And sometimes you may see Russell Brunson, you may see somebody telling, hey, this is the funnel that made me 5 million. That funnel has certain conditions around audience, market fit, positioning, authority in the market, ad budget. There's so many things. I'm gonna walk you through entirely in this video, okay? So you understand a lot of things. So watch this video till the end because I'm gonna show you everything you need to know of why you should stop copying actual funnels and build a funnel yourself that will be 100 times more successful than actually copying somebody's funnel. So what you will actually learn in this video is, before we begin, I want to be very clear about what you're going to learn, right? So by end of this training, you will understand why copying funnels from YouTube almost never works the way people actually expect them to work, because sometimes you may see a person says, hey, I generated 10 million. Yes, that funnel worked for them and they generated 10 million, but necessarily mean that now you can copy the same funnel and will generate 10 million, right? Because their audience, their niche could be different. There's a lot of variations that could be different, but in this video, I'm actually going to tell you. Next thing, why funnels fail when they are installed without understanding the business underneath, the hidden cost of jumping from one funnel to the next, and the 4 layers every funnel depends on to actually work, okay? And then number 5, how to think about funnels as actual systems, not as actual shortcuts. This training is going to be super important for you guys, and I want you to watch this video till the end, because when you watch this will be clear as a day, and I probably bet you most of you will make a lot more money in your business by watching this video, because you will never waste time copying funnels, but then you will understand a couple concepts of what actually takes and builds a good funnel, and you can go out, build a great funnel yourself, and you'll probably 10x your business, right? So this is now a tutorial on how to build funnels. This is a way of thinking that helps you to stop guessing and start actually designing a business, systems inside of your business, and certain funnels that you actually need inside of your business to actually grow your business. If you ever followed the funnel walkthrough, copied pages, and felt stuck after you've done that, this will explain exactly why that actually happened. I did it myself. I used to watch YouTube like, hey, look at this funnel. This looks amazing, right? This guy generated 3 million in a month. Like, I need this funnel. I need to build out this funnel. I need to start running ads, right? And then I only end up understanding like, hey, it doesn't work. And then I could understand for a long time why. So now I'm making this video so you have a really deep understanding of why never ever copy somebody's actual funnel. Okay, and I want to give you actually what it takes to build a successful funnel, so you can actually go and build your funnel yourself. After this entire video, you can go and build a funnel yourself, and you probably will 10x your business. So before we begin, let me be clear about something. I'm not saying that funnels don't work. I'm never say that, right? I know funnels work 100%. I use them in my business as well. And I'm not saying YouTube is bad. Never have said that. YouTube is great. But what I am saying is that most businesses don't fail because they pick the wrong funnel. They fail because they copy funnels without understanding why they actually exist in the first place, okay? If you ever copied a funnel, followed the tutorial, installed somebody else's processes, and then thought, why this doesn't work for me, this training will explain exactly why. Not emotionally, not motivationally, but actually structurally, okay? So the core truth, copying funnels feels productive. It feels like progress. It feels like action. It feels like you are doing the right things, right? You're copying successful people, right? Because sometimes we have heard that from Tony Robbins. We have heard that from a lot of people. It's like copy patterns, right? And yes, and I strongly believe if you replicate different people patterns like habits, these things will work. But when we go into business details, when we say, hey, copy other people's funnels, these funnels can make you successful. I have tried copying, I would say honestly, about maybe 50 funnels at least, from people that have generated hundreds of millions of dollars in their business, and I was nowhere near the actual success. I maybe generated $10,000, maybe $50,000, and then that funnel stopped working. So I don't want you to make the same mistake. So that's why I made this video. So watch this till the end, right? So when you copy funnels, it feels like progress, feels like action. and it feels like you're doing the right thing. But copying is usually what people do when they don't understand their own business yet. When you don't understand your business really, what works, what doesn't work, that's when it makes really sense to go and copy somebody's funnel, right? Am I not right? Because I know 100% is like we sometimes don't understand our business so good that we don't understand like, hey, what could be working, what's not working, and we maybe go out there and say like, hey, this guy is being successful, he made a couple million, so I'm gonna go copy his funnel. Okay, and the reason we're doing it because we don't really understand the ins and outs of our business. So funnels are not magic, funnels are not shortcuts, funnels are not strategies, funnels are the actual outputs. And copying outputs without understanding the actual inputs, right? Inputs are what you actually control, is how business is stuck for many years. And that's how my business was stuck, because I tried to copy so many funnels. I was copying. I never thought, why is it not working? Like, funnels are not working. Like, why they don't work? I copied this most successful guy's funnel. I did the ad spend and everything, and it still doesn't work, right? And for many months and for many years, I really was stuck in a business. Like, I couldn't scale the business. I was making some success, but I wasn't scaling, right? So then let's talk about the next thing. Why copying feels so attractive? Copying funnels feels safe, right? Somebody else already tested it, made money with it, and showed that proof that it's actually working. So the thinking becomes, if it worked for them, it should work for me. This is logical, right? But it's actually incomplete, because what you are copying is the actual surface. You're copying the pages, the videos, the emails, the headlines, and maybe the copy. But you're not copying the market. You're not copying their positioning, their delivery capacity, their traffic quality, their constraints. Okay, you're not copying these things, and you never see them. You only see the actual surface, which is the output, but you don't see the actual inputs. Funnels don't exist in isolation, they exist inside a system. When you copy without context, you import somebody else's solution into your unsolved problem. So funnels are not the problem. Most people think the issue is the funnel didn't convert. This funnel is outdated. This funnel doesn't work anymore. That's rarely the truth, right? Funnels don't fail. They are misapplied. A funnel is simply a container. If you pour the wrong thing into the container, it doesn't matter how good the container is, it will not work. So a webinar funnel built for warm traffic, strong authority, scalable delivery will fail if you have cold traffic, unclear positioning, limited fulfillment capacity. Like, you need to weigh all the things that they have, right? The capacity to deliver, like market positioning, their authority. Have they already built authority, right? Because if Russell says, hey, I built this brand new funnel that made me 100 million last year, and if I copy the same funnel, I will be nowhere near success of making 100 million, and probably not even a million. The reason for it is because it's built totally for his market. It's built for his audience. He has already authority. There's so many variations that go into actually funnel is just what you see. It's like when you it's like an iceberg effect, right? You see maybe the top of the iceberg, but you don't actually see the depth of the iceberg. And the same happens here. Sometimes we see, hey, look at that is a beautiful iceberg, but we don't really see the depth. Like, how is that iceberg really constructed? How solid is that, right? And so that's why we keep failing, right? So the funnel didn't fail. The diagnosis was actually skipped of understanding what that funnel was actually built upon. The real cost of copying. So, copying funnels creates invisible damage. It trains you to chase tactics, avoid thinking, and skip actual diagnosis. Every time a copied funnel doesn't work, you don't just lose actual money. You lose confidence, you lose trust in actual systems, belief in structure. So you move on to the next video, and the next tutorial, and the next new funnel. And this creates a loop. Try, fail, switch, repeat. Try, fail, switch, repeat, and then you keep trying and keep failing, right? That loop feels like learning, but it actually is avoidance. Avoidance of a real question. What is actually broken inside of my business? Because that's the main question. If you're like, you need to ask yourself the question first, like, what is really broken inside of my business? If you have tried the funnel and it doesn't work, and you tried another funnel, it doesn't work, don't keep trying building funnels. You really need to understand what is currently not working inside of my business. So why your business is different and must be different, right? So no two service businesses are the same. Even if the offer price is similar, the niche is similar, and the promise is similar, the systems underneath are completely different. So different demand source, different traffic quality, different sales processes, different delivery limits, different founder involvement. That's why one business thrives on actual webinars and another collapses under them, okay? And that's why one business works with applications and another one needs maybe direct calls. Maybe somebody needs a full VSL and somebody cannot build a VSL, they would have a better application funnel. Or they maybe have a group funnel, right? So different funnels, different systems are completely installed in different businesses. Even if you are operating in the same niche. I have clients that are two coaches, right? I have a mindset coach and a mindset coach, almost offering the same thing, but like their funnels and everything, how we have actually built them are completely different, right? And you may be looking at somebody and saying, hey, I'm also a mindset coach, let me copy his funnel. And hey, he could be in the same niche offering the same price with the same people. It will not work for you. Your positioning, how you have positioned your offer, how you have built out entirely your entire brand, everything matters. If you are not 100% the replica of that person, it will never work for you. It will, and also even if you're 100% replica, you really don't understand the targeting, right? When we are even going and running ads, you don't even understand the targeting, the demographics, the interests. There's so many variations that go in, okay? So funnels are not universal, they are contextual. Copying assumes sameness. Scaling requires focused uniqueness, okay? You need to be very unique. The four places funnels break, okay? And now this is very important, so watch this video to the end, and because this is we're gonna get into the most important part. After I tell you the four places where funnels actually break, you will have such a clear understanding of what actually you need to do to build a funnel that I'm 100% sure you're gonna go out, you're gonna build a funnel. Maybe not gonna get it right the first time, but by following these four layers, you're gonna definitely, I would say, once you get it right, you will 10x your business, and it's not gonna take you long to get it right. It's probably gonna maybe take you 2 months, 3 months to get it right. But this is how you do it, okay? So every funnel depends on four layers working together. Most copied funnels break at least one, okay? Most copied funnels break in at least one, okay? So there's four layers. So let's start with number one, layer one, demand. Where are leads actually coming from? Okay, super important question. Are they consistent? Are they controlled? A funnel cannot fix unstable demand. If you don't have consistent leads coming in, you don't have consistent demand built, you're not driving attention consistently, funnel is not gonna help you, okay? Let's move into layer two, conversion. Who is entering the funnel? Who should not be there, right? How are decisions made? No funnel can close confused people. Like at the end of the day, if you want somebody to book in a call, right, you need to have qualification process. Like you need to say, hey, who is this for and who is this 100% not for? And I would be harder on not fors than these fors, okay? Like if you go for, oh, this is for, and then you say this is not for, I would invest most of my time in designing who is this not for, because I don't want to get the wrong people, okay? So again, who is entering the funnel, who should not be there, how are decisions made? No funnel can close confused people, right? This is why coaches, consultants, and agency owners complain about why things are not working out the way they are actually working out, and why they cannot close a lot of people on the calls is because they're getting a lot of unqualified people. Okay, so let's move into layer three, delivery. Can you handle more clients? Is fulfillment dependent on you? Does scale create stress? A funnel that works can still destroy a business. Okay, because your delivery also matters, your fulfillment matters, and in your involvement in the business also matters. Then layer four is feedback and decisions. What numbers are you tracking? What are you ignoring? Are decisions emotional or actually mathematical? Without feedback, funnels feel really random, and they will always be random. Most people copy the funnel, they ignore the layers. Now, if you follow these four layers that I'm just outlining here, you will 100% have success inside of your business. 100% success inside of your business, you probably will scale your business faster. If you just focus on the four layers, demand, where are the leads coming from? Are they consistent? Are they controlled? A funnel cannot fix unstable demand, okay? Like you need to understand, funnel will never fix that. Then we go into the layer two, which is conversion. Who is entering the funnel? Who should not be there? How are decisions made? Layer three, delivery. Can you handle more clients? Is fulfillment dependent on you? Does scale create stress? Okay. And layer four, feedback and decisions. What numbers are you tracking? What are you ignoring? Are decisions emotional or actually mathematical? These four layers is what's actually going to scale your business. Okay. Now, you really, if you, what I would like you to do actually is pause this video and write down all these questions. Like go into your Google Drive, if you have Doc there, or if you have pen and paper beside you, write all of them down and then really answer all those questions. And if you really answer all those questions and you really, really understand them, then you can go out and build probably a funnel. Okay, and then you can get into funnel and see, hey, which step is number one? Like, how do they come in? The first video they watch, when after they book in a call, do I qualify them? Do I nurture them? What's happening? All of that you can do. All of you can do that once you understand the 4 layers. Okay, so let's keep moving. So why diagnosis always comes first? Funnels are solutions. Diagnosis come before the actual solutions. But most people never reverse the order. Okay, most people ask themselves, like, what funnel do I need to actually build first before they diagnosing their own business, right? They see a funnel and ask, should I do this? Instead of asking, what problem would I solve? What problem would this solve inside of my actual business? Correct order always matters, right? Where I am now, where do I want to be? What is the gap? What is the cost of not fixing it? What is the root cause? And then, and only then, the actual system. Skipping this turns funnels into actually gamble, like you actually gambles, okay? Because if you don't have the correct funnel, you're just throwing money in ads and things will not never work. So that's why I'm strongly suggest you like fix your foundation. Once you fix your foundation, everything else will follow. And then one thing that I can tell you, gambling feels really exciting until it gets really expensive, because I have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars building out the wrong funnel, sending so much traffic on it and never seeing results. Right? And it feels super exciting because you're like, hey, I'm getting closer, but you're actually getting farther away from the actual problem, which is understanding the foundational layer of your actual problem. What is the main problem inside of business? Okay. Once you fix that, you can build the funnel yourself. So what system thinking actually looks like? System thinking is quiet. It doesn't rush, it doesn't chase, it doesn't copy blindly. Okay. System thinking asks, what is the constraint right now in the business that's stopping the business from growth? What breaks first if we grow? Okay, so like if I get more clients, what is going to be breaking? What needs to be stabilized before actually scaling? Sometimes the answer is not a funnel. Sometimes the answer is fixing qualification, fixing the delivery, fixing the feedback, fixing the positioning. These could be, maybe you need to first fix all of these before you even think about funnels, okay? Funnels come last, not actually first. Because first, it's like before you build a house, right? Let's say we are building a house right now. First, we need to have a strong foundation. It's no point for us to go purchase doors and windows if we even don't have a strong foundation yet. First, we build the foundation. Once you have the foundation, then we can think about doors and windows and all the interior. It's no point to actually think about interior before we haven't gotten the exterior, before we haven't laid the foundation, okay? So why templates keep you dependent? Templates feel helpful, but they create dependency. You start believing growth lives outside you. Answers are always out there. Someone else knows better. But scalable businesses are built by owner who understands their numbers, understands their constraints, understands their systems. They don't ask, what funnel should I copy? They ask, what must be designed next? That question itself changes everything inside of your business. So what to do instead of copying? Stop searching for funnels and start looking for signals. Signals like where leads drop off, where sales feel hard, where delivery feels heavy, where decisions feel emotional. Those signals point the actual constraints inside of your business. Okay? Constraints tell you what system needs to be actually designed. And so funnel then becomes the actual tool, not the crutches, not hopes, and no shortcuts. Okay? Like funnel is only after you have gotten the foundation. Okay? Once you have understood what is really happening. So to reframe, copying funnels keep you busy, designing systems makes you really effective. Funnels don't create growth, they express growth that already exists. If your business feels stuck, it's not because you haven't found the right funnel yet, it's because something underneath hasn't been designed, something underneath hasn't been fixed, maybe you don't have the right foundation. So stop copying what worked for someone else and start designing what works for your business. Predictable growth isn't copied, it's actually engineered in every business. So now you understand why you should never ever copy a YouTube funnel or go on YouTube and follow other people and see and build out their funnels. You need to ask yourself really all the questions. So we ask so many questions on this video. So what I want you to do is maybe go through it again, pause it, write it down, answer. If you don't have an answer, then really think about these things. Because once you understand these, everything will change in your business. And don't watch this video just to watch this video and go and do something else. Actually use this video to design your business, to build your business so you can actually scale your business. Now, If you do have a problem inside your business and you really have tried to copy many funnels and it doesn't work and you want somebody to actually do it, we offer a free audit call where we will actually walk you through step by step what actually needs to happen inside of your business to actually scale your business, so you don't actually need to guess. So we can actually help you to do that. We will actually jump on a call, audit your entire business. We will see what systems actually are in your business, what systems are missing in your business, what actually needs to be built in your business so you can actually scale your business. If that sounds interesting, you can actually book a call with us with a link in the actual description. And for now, I want you to really use this and go out there and build your own funnel, build your own system so you can actually scale your business.